Hi, and welcome back to Our Bodies. I'm your host, Eric Wareheimer.
And I'm Tim Heidecker. Happy to be here.
This is a show where we discuss our bodies, the medical...
All our bodies, not just our bodies.
This is the show where we discuss all of our bodies and all the medical issues that happen with it and the physiological things that happen and how things work. I know I have a lot of questions about my body and why do I do things, and every week we pick one topic and we dive deep with a real medical doctor.
Dr. Gary Laursen. I'm sorry, Dr. Peter Laursen. Or Mark Laursen. Sorry, I should know that by now. Who has a book out? Just came out. When did this come out?
Oh, it's been out a while.
Oh, let me get a date on that. I know how to, excuse me, I know exactly where to look. Copyright notice 2008. That's 10 years old, no second edition. Not great. No index either. Not great. Index is extra, folks. But that's what Google's for. Can we get this on iBooks or a digital version of the book somehow? eBooks, Amazon Kindle?
Amazon.
Amazon Kindle. Yeah. Well, I haven't read it yet, but I'm looking forward to it.
We really do appreciate you being here, Doctor, and answering some of our questions and a lot of our viewers' questions about issues that we have with our body. And today's topic is gas. And we are talking about anal...
Farts, the pups, the little silent ones and the loud big ones.
And on this show, Our Bodies, we want to dive into why does the anus have to push out that toxic smell. So let's just get right into it. What is gas and why do we produce gas?
Well, there's different reasons for it. The actual number one explanation medically is most of that air is swallowed air. People do that. So that's the main reason. That's what's said from medical testing.
One thing that I've noticed is if I'm going to be eating hot dogs, pepperoni pizza, fried chicken, rump roast, spaghetti, broccoli, apples, I will have an extra stinky emission. I just wanted to say, if you're going to keep making that sound effect, like the point of the show is to be real about this. And I know farts are funny, but I like to get to the core of why we do toots and all that as well. So if you can just keep the actual sound effect down to a minimum or none, like it'd be respectful for the doctor.
Yeah, I mean, it's my choice. I think I can accurately recreate the sound of flatulence with my mouth. I think I'm doing it in a respectful way that's illustrative, so people know what we're talking about. So we'll see.
My point is, everyone has farted. Everyone knows what a fart is. There's no reason to add that sound right now. And if you wanted to, we could do it in post, but if you're going to do it after everything I say.
But you have to admit, there are different kinds of flatulence.
That's a good question.
There's different, so you can have a little thing that maybe someone doesn't even notice. Those tend to sometimes not stink so bad. You can do, that's sort of really when you're actually working on it, consciously pushing it out. That kind of sound. That one feels almost wet, like there might be diarrhea involved. Right? So I think if we're going to do a show about this, let's do a show about it. It's not.
Right.
That's not.
I agree with you, and let's take those sounds and ask the doctor. Your anus.
What about like there's that too, or a. That's the worst one. You're like, that one's gonna stink.
Okay, doctor. What I've noticed is that the anus, the butthole, is very similar to a mouth, in the.
Like that would.
Drew,
That's you're saying because the lips are like your anal lips. Would be a sound that I've heard you make. I've made.
If you want to just get all the different sounds out, so we can get it in the question with Dr. Laursen. I don't want to be here all day with a different fart sound.
Like maybe we could try something like if I did a sound of flatulence, would you be able to identify what caused it?
Other than yourself, no.
Okay. If I went, would that be bean related or casserole related or?
It's not a diagnostic criteria.
Let me get a second opinion on that.
Hi, I'm Dr. Second. Scanning. Scanning. Analyzing. 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 I'm done. The flatulence was caused by a fish casserole, as shown by the high cheese content.
Casserole related.
Doctor, there's all different kinds of gas and different ranges of smells and levels of toxicity, and also different emissions of sound that happens.
Would be one. Go ahead. You don't have to stop just because I'm just coloring it up a little bit.
There's all different kinds of sounds. There's all different kinds of smells that come out of your body when it comes to gas. Is there a correlation with the size of your anal lips in regards to the sound and the projection of the gas emission?
I don't think that's been measured, but I would really doubt it.
Well, let me ask you a question. How does the body decide whether it's going to emit gas through the anus, creating flatulence, or up through the throat and out the mouth, creating a burp? What's that process?
I'm guessing it's whatever opening is closest to where the gas forms.
Oh, so the path of least resistance for the air bubble.
You could think of it that way.
Okay.
Are there any medical devices, for example, a pill or some sort of diaphragm that you can insert into the asshole to 100% eliminate any kind of flatulence?
No, the air is going to be formed no matter what, depending on what you're eating and who you are, so there's no device that would help.
Why do certain foods create gas? You know, the classic being beans. What's going on in those foods that create the conditions for gas?
It's the level of chemical change that the bean has, like when you cook it. That's why they recommend cooking beans a long time. If you don't cook them long enough, it's more likely to go through a process that makes it gas. And it's also individual.
Now, imagine you're 5,000 years in the future and you're redesigning the Gutty Works. I would imagine, and I hope you would agree with me, that we would be able to have a little pressure valve that we could take some of that steam out, take some of that gas out right here, instead of the, right? You have a little, if you can regulate it, or it could be in your nipple. Nipple could twist off, and the air, it's a big enough hole, so you.
That's really something to ponder.
That's smart. Or what I would say is cover your ears and nose, because I'm about to blow. And then they don't hear it or smell it.
Sounds like a dream world. Speaking of gas around your loved ones, is there an appropriate amount of time to wait before you can engage in flatulence with a girlfriend or a boyfriend?
What do you mean by appropriate amount of time to wait? Wait for what?
Before you can, sometimes in a new relationship, when you have to release the gas, you'll excuse yourself and you'll go do it in a private bathroom, and you'll turn on the sink and you'll do a flush, and you'll kind of try to time the fart.
If you do the sound of the flush, I can do the sound of your.
You go to the bathroom, you do a flush. Shh. That was a little late. You go into the bathroom, you do a flush. It sort of softens, it sort of deadens the sound. Is there an amount of time where you can be in bed with your lover and you can just...
Well, the answer I've heard is once you're married, you can do whatever you want.
Great. Guess I gotta get married.
Do you have anything you want to add about gas?
No.
I'm sure you're aware that there are people that have the talent where they can actually produce words or letters, controlled sounds through their burps. What condition's that?
I mean, like a ventriloquist?
Hello. Like that would be one.
I think you just proved it.
Yeah. Is there a name? Is there a name for that, or is that something that can be respected in some kind of way?
Not that I can say.
Why? Man. Wow. I'm a man. Wow. That's what I said. It gets overlooked a lot of times that people can do that. And I think
Yeah.
the fact that I can do it is pretty cool.
Thank you so much, Doctor, for being here and discussing gas with us and giving us some tips on how to control it and understanding why our body does produce some of that toxic anal waste. Next week, please join us. We will be discussing solid loafs and constipation.
Thank you for being on the show. What is the medically appropriate way to clean yourself after having a bowel movement? Is it officially the toilet paper experience?
Absolutely.